things are new, the more they stay the same. This is Kid Gravity. I'm glad y'all are here. And those that are watching on the replay, thank you so much. We got a lot to talk about tonight, family. And it's high time we have this conversation. Because for the past couple of days, I've been online and I've been seeing people talking about some, immigrants built this country and things, and, without them, this country would grind to a halt. Bullshit. That's probably going to be the only cuss word I use tonight. PD Chicago B1, hello. For y'all coming outside talking like that, y'all need your butts kicked. So let's just start it off the bat. Anytime one of your people tell you that lie, you tell them, listen, I ain't coming to visit you no more. Because that's crazy. That's asinine. You finna get blocked. And your mama. We not doing this. We all know damn well that people that live here who've been busting their ass trying to get ahead work the hardest. Y'all can throw out your 1996 to 2015 stats all you want. I'm boots on the ground. I've hired people. I've been in charge of people. I've signed people's forms to start working. I've processed their paperwork. They not working harder than black folks that are born here. That's why I titled it the way I titled it. Who works harder, immigrants or native born? We got to have a conversation, folks. No more of this talk. But we have to start with the through line. Why am I doing this show? Well, a couple weeks ago, one of my former senators, when I lived in New York, Chuck Schumer, who claims he represents the state, this dumbass ran outside in front of folk, not a black face in the place, and said this crap.
Immigrants, undocumented, documented, have a higher rate of higher rate of employment and a lower rate of crime than average Americans.
That's
so all
a lie,
the BS
sir.
spread by these right-wing people on nastiness is just not true.
That's a lie.
It just aggravates me. It annoys me. It's worse than aggravate. I'd use a Brooklyn word, but I won't.
Well, first off, sir, let's start it like this. You're moist. That's number one. We're just going to start there. You're moist. Number two, that's a lie. Because you guys do not ever put into those facts and figures illegal immigration. I mean, to hell with Fox News, but you got to give them their credit. They'll at least go down that rabbit hole and say that they were illegal. Y'all like to gloss over that. Only when it comes out with the rest of the media, then you want to say something. But all right, we got it. But Chuck Schumer. Chucklehead Schumer. Can you kindly explain this that you said back in the day, sir?
Legal immigrants, higher GDP, more jobs,
reduce deficit. Who could oppose that? I don't know of anybody.
Uh-huh. So you said that back in the day. This was back in the early 2000s. You said this. Hmm. Nasty work, ladies and gentlemen. This man is a straight up liar. We know this. We know this. We know this. Eric Johnson, 1994. Hello, super moist. Yes, he's moist. But once again, family, immigrants do not work harder than us. They do not. I'll prove it tonight. Oh, yes, I will. I had to put on this special ensemble. I had to put it on tonight. I had to go here, folks. I had to. I'm sorry. I had to. That's right. I'm American, whatever they call it. American grown, Jamaican rooted. That's fine. I'll make this declaration right now. I work harder than any immigrant you could find. I've been working harder than most of them since I was 15. Imagine, I'm in high school now. New York City. Going to school 5 days a week. Then working on the weekends, teaching kids how to play tennis. Then going to church on Sundays. Did that for a couple years. Then went to college. Go to school 4 days a week. Worked at Panera Bread. Now we 5 days a week, sometimes 6. So y'all know how challenging that is, because you assholes come in with that broccoli cheddar soup nonsense. Y'all piss me off. We couldn't keep broccoli cheddar soup in the house. By the way, I was a shift supervisor there. That store that I worked at, number 2 in the country. Number 2. Newly built, number 2 in the country. So you could just imagine lunchtime and that 5 o'clock crowd. The lines were out the door. And guess what? Most of the employees that worked there were black. But go ahead. Tell us that we didn't work hard. All right. Moving on. I dropped out of school, worked 2 jobs. Worked 2. Law firm, Dunkin' Donuts. No, Born American. Sure, yes, we'll go there. I don't know nothing about that island, though, but, you know, we'll go there. Iron Will, hello. As long as you be one, we can rock. Okay, cool. Moving on. Go to school. Anthony Ali, hello. Go to school for culinary. Externship. Didn't pay me. Still was working at Quiznos in the meantime. And going to school. And still coaching tennis on Saturdays. So right there, the last thing I just told you. 4 things. 4. I barely had any free time. Graduate school. Okay. First job worked at Citi Field. Right when it opened. Whenever the Yankees showed up, you talking 1,500 people. Because I worked in one of the clubs. Guess the racial makeup of that kitchen. 80% black. And I moved up. Y'all want to play in the restaurant biz? We'll play in the restaurant biz, folks. Narmer X, hello. I started from dishwasher, got all the way up to executive chef part 10, which means I took over when the head chef wasn't there. Let me tell you something. For all y'all illegals and all you illegal lovers who want to say, oh, yeah, we make the jokes that they're all back there making the food. Hell, it could be any type of restaurant. It'll be a Spanish person back there. Let me tell y'all something about them Spanish folk. Them Spanish folk don't move off their stations. Oops, I'm not supposed to say this. I'll say it. Spanish folks don't move off their station. Black people are willing to move to other stations, especially if you entice them with money. Wait, y'all seeing more? Hold on one second. If y'all seeing more spam, we finna take care of that right now. We gonna take care of that right now. Hold on one second. Glad y'all told me that. We gonna take care of this right now. If they still spamming up in there, I got something for them. Come on, load up. Oh Lord. All right, we gonna load up. You load that, Craig. All right, let me see. Hide that. Oh. So y'all playing. We're going to hide this. Okay, I think I got them all. All right. Sorry about that, folks. All right. Yeah. I worked my way from dishwasher, busting suds, to busting open the corks on the champagne for the sauces. Like I said, Hispanic workers, as great as they are and as abundant as they are, they weren't moving off their stations. They come in, they'll tell you, oh, I'm only going to do saute. Oh, I'm only going to do the grill. I'm only going to do salads. You put a black folk there, you're like, listen, I'm going to start in salads, but in a couple months, that man move over to the, or the female move over to the fry. Then they go down to saute. Then they go to that grill. That's how we work. So all these idiots out here telling you, oh, we need the illegal immigration. No, you don't. Y'all want to keep profit in your pocket, which is okay. You have a business. That's cool. You want to keep the profit in your pocket. That's great. Pay your people your wage, the wage they deserve. You will get production. Shall we prove it? I shall prove this. Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you, Cyberdyne 100, and welcome. Yes, that is true. They do the most complaining. Ladies and gentlemen, my last job. I ain't gonna tell you where I worked at. Who wants a scenario? Who wants a scenario / conversation I had last year with some of the Hispanic workers? Love them to death, but they annoyed me when they did this. Do you understand those people sat there and I was just management. I just became a manager. This was before Thanksgiving. They came up to me and cut a deal with me telling me, oh, if we work straight through till Thanksgiving Day, can we have Thanksgiving off? I told them, cool. I'll go see what head chef says, and we'll talk. Now, mind you, this head chef just got there. So I told him. He's like, all right, you know what, you handle it. I said, all right. This is how I went up to him. I put him all in the circle. I said, this is what we finna do. I will give you Thanksgiving Day off, but y'all gonna work double. Cause they usually work from 7 to 3. I said, y'all work until at least 8, 9 o'clock. And y'all gonna double and triple production. I don't want to hear nothing. Folk, do you know they gave me attitude? I'm trying to do them a solid. They gave me attitude. I even sweetened the pot and I said, I will get y'all out of there Wednesday early. But y'all got to give me double production now. They asked me this the Wednesday the week before. I said, cool. Now, the weekend was already busy. So I said, okay, y'all do y'all normal weekend production. Come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, y'all got to give me double and triple production. Because since y'all not going to be there Thursday and we were open Thursday, I ain't sitting there prepping no 50 pounds of corn pudding. I ain't doing that. I ain't making well, we had to make mashed potatoes anyway. But I'm not sitting there prepping shit that day, because that day it's Thanksgiving. It was the first Thanksgiving since the scandemic, and it was busy. We ain't had no time to prep. That's why we were prepping from Friday up to that Wednesday. That way when the shit is ready to go Thursday, all we got to do is just warm it up. They all ran off with the attitude, and they gave me the double and triple production. Family, them motherfuckers got they check the next week and got pissed off because they didn't get the time and a half for Thanksgiving. I'm going to say that again. They got pissed off because they didn't get the time and a half for Thanksgiving. Because I only had one prep cook that day, because I needed them to come in and make the mashed potatoes and some other stuff. And I let her go home early. She got the time and a half, like everybody else that worked that day. They got the time and a half. She came in and the rest of them came in pissed off at me. They're like, why didn't you tell us that we would get time and a half? I'm like, y'all been here longer than me. How did y'all not know that? Y'all wanted to take Thanksgiving off. We gave it to you. Then pulled the same thing on me on Christmas. Now, mind you, here we go. Y'all gonna love this Christmas story. Only my wife knows this story. And a couple of people. We all know what happened last Christmas. That Unicron variant showed up. Do you understand that 80% of my kitchen crew went down with it? Family, when I tell you, I was one of only two managers in the entire building. Me in the back of the house, one in the front of the house. They left me 3 runners in a full restaurant. And we talking, I had 1,200 reservations for Christmas Day. And it was a Saturday. Y'all want to tell me I don't work hard? Family, I ran that kitchen. I jumped on the line. I jumped on 3 stations. Even though we had massive complaints because they said it was taking too long. Even though I had only 3 runners. I should have had at least 6 or 7. Because they all went down with that thing. We cranked that food out. I don't want nobody to ever try to say that black people don't work hard. I dare any Spanish person to come up there and try to tell me that they can run a full restaurant on Christmas Day with 40% staff. And I get to take credit for them sales because guess what? That day, we had $120,000 in sales. Even though we had even though it went haywire. $120,000. Don't play with us. Because if it was anybody else, that restaurant, they would have had to, it would have looked like an episode of Kitchen Nightmares. They would have had to shut down the restaurant. CRU Realty, hello. Shout out to M. Florinoi and Codified Trucking on Patreon, hello. Oh, I could tell y'all snitching stories, Cyber 9. I could tell y'all some snitching stories. I ain't gonna do that here. All right, I might give you one. Nah, I ain't gonna do them like that. Iron Will said we have to work twice or three times as hard as anyone else. We hustle harder than anybody. No other groups can do what we do with the adversity you face. Of course. Here's the thing. They think working two jobs, and I'm talking about these non-citizens, they think working two and three jobs is a flex. It ain't a flex. It ain't a flex. If you're not going upward in one of them jobs, it's not a flex. That's why I laugh when all these McDonald's shift supervisors and them the ones that have the drive-through headsets, they sit there complaining how they need to be making more than minimum wage. You're working at a minimum wage job. Why should they pay you more? And they're showing you how much they love you, because now that you go into any McDonald's around the world, they have, what is that word? 6 letters. Kiosks. That's how much they love you. You grocery workers. Yeah, they love y'all so much. They love that illegal immigration. Well, I shouldn't even say because they're a union. They love that immigration workforce. They love y'all so much. They're getting rid of cashiers. They love y'all so much. Y'all's Biden loves them DACA people so much. Hey, how come Biden sexuals? How come since Biden loves y'all so much, he ain't out there fighting for DACA? He's worried about the pause on student loans. I haven't heard that man say a peep out of DACA for about 3 months. Hey, all you illegals and non-citizens, I hate to break this to you because I know y'all don't watch the news like that, especially business news. There's going to be a crash next month. I promise you when I tell you this. There's going to be a crash before Christmas. And in January, there's going to be a recession. It's already been forecasted. They're going to lay y'all off. And when it ramps back up again, they're not coming back for y'all. I promise you this. They're not going to bring y'all back. They'd rather deal with us than deal with y'all. Because once that recession comes out of it, I guarantee you there's going to be more rules and new rules put in place for illegal labor. Promise you that. Because these Democrats are going to try to pull something, and them House Republicans are going to be like, nah, we're not going to do that. Y'all think it's a game out here. Y'all not preparing. But hey, what do I know? Right? I didn't hire folk. Speaking of which, who saw that article, that post on Twitter about how they're not going to care about degrees no more, and now they're going to care about degrees again? Yeah. Y'all want to run around and talk about how you got all this experience. Now they're going to start talking about degrees again. I find that hilarious. That ain't going to work either. This is why I'm a straight advocate for tech jobs. I'm an advocate for technical work. Can't lose you can't ever be out of work for too long. Don't believe me with that? Here you go, family. Let's read together. Wall Street Journal. They know what time it is. Who wants to see it? Iron Will. Yep. Neymar is they work together, crush all groups. For they both work hard against us black folks. They're going to learn next year. I promise you that. But here we go. Employers rethink need for college degrees in tight labor market. Google, Delta Airlines, and IBM have reduced requirements for some positions. I'm sure they did. Oh, by the way, since y'all don't believe me about the crash coming, look, most stocks were down today. Let's go. The tight labor market is prompting more employers to eliminate one of the biggest requirements for many higher paying jobs, the need for a college degree. Pretty sure I said this 3 years ago, but all right. Companies Alphabet Inc., Google, Delta Airlines Incorporated, and International Business Machines Corporation have reduced educational requirements for certain positions that shifted hiring to focus on more skills and experience. Maryland this year cut college degree requirements for many state jobs, leading to a surge in hiring. And incoming Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro campaigned on a similar initiative. So I guess now y'all are understanding that the boule and that college education crowd ain't working out. It ain't hitting right, huh? All right. Let's see. Neymar X said, oh, but KG aren't pale Democrats the one telling us we don't need reparation, that we all need is to funnel more money to education. No, that's actually your black boule saying that. They're just echoing it now because they're turning HBCUs into their own private political incubators. Oh, yeah. This is why I told, yes, they say HBCU degrees mean nothing. They don't mean anything now until the government takes them over in the next 20 years, and it's going to become PWIs. But, well, I shouldn't even say that. They're going to be BWIs. Well, no, PBIs. Right, PBIs. Predominantly black institutions, but at a very slim margin. I played that video for y'all last week with that high school, with that girl, with that white girl cheering, when them black girls cheering her on. That's what it's going to look like. Can't wait for homecoming. Hampton and Howard. Can't wait for that homecoming. Going to be a bunch of white girls and Asian girls on the scene. Go ahead. But all right. Let's continue. U.S. job postings require at least a bachelor's degree with 41% in November, down from 46% at the start of 2019 ahead of the scamdemic. According to an analysis by the Burning Glass Institute, a think tank that studies the future of work, degree requirements dropped even more early in the pandemic. I said it, whatever. They have grown since then, but remain below pre-scamdemic levels. The shift comes as demand for workers remains high and unemployment is low. But didn't Biden always tweet out every other week that this is the fastest recovery in this nation's history? Did he not say that? I could be wrong. Somebody educate me in the chat. Give me a 1 if he said that, 2 if I'm lying. Please. I need to know this. Biden sexuals, I keep telling y'all, come outside and talk about your mans. Please. Didn't Biden not say this every other day and every other week for like 3 months straight? Fastest recovery ever. But y'all still looking for work. Job postings far outpaced the number of unemployed people looking for work. 10.7 million openings in September compared with 5.8 unemployed. Right. Only 5.8 million people unemployed. Right. Go ahead and tell that lie. Creating unusually stiff competition for workers. Sure. The persistently tight labor market has accelerated a trend that builds on a debate about the benefits and drawbacks of encouraging more people to attend four-year colleges and as organizations try to address racial disparities in the workplace. Hey, let's see what this is. Companies increase efforts to recruit black remote workers to diversify their workforce. Lord have mercy. There you go. Y'all got to see this one, family. Here we go. Screw the rest of that article. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Companies increase efforts to recruit black remote workers to diversify their workforce. Lord have mercy. Damn. Some businesses are hiring from regions with greater black populations. Others are training black frontline workers for corporate jobs that can be done from home. Uh-huh. But didn't a whole bunch of California white people go down there to go live and y'all having them remote work? You see how they, okay, folk. I already know this. This was back in July. I already know this is bullshit. This is BS because these are the same companies that are telling their employees they have to go back into the building. They're not about to pay that monthly property tax for an empty building. Oh, now I have to log in. All right, screw you. Anyway, yeah. So they're out here telling lies on us. So we've had. Oh no, this ain't no. This is not people of color. They need black folks. Those pale numbers and birth rates going down. Yes. This is why we need to have more babies. Have more babies. Black babies. But yes. Wasn't us outside crying about $30 an hour that Uber needs to pay them to go deliver food? Wasn't us doing that. Nobody told you to go do that. You need to get paid $30. I need to talk about this because I never got to talk about this. Shout out to Jason Black for doing that story. If you're telling me you need $30 an hour to deliver food in New York City, I'm going to tell you, you need to stop going to the Bronx and buying that good high grade. You need $30 to deliver food from point A to point B. Explain to me how that works. You need $30 an hour to deliver food on a bike in Manhattan. Plus insurance, because that was the other thing that they were crying about. They need that Uber also needs to pay their insurance. But my thing is, if you're making $30 an hour, you should be able to pay for your own insurance. Or do I have that wrong? Do I have that wrong? I'm sure you can't live in New York City if you're not making $30 an hour. So here's the thing, delivery workers that you want to go up to $30 an hour for a minimum wage job. So by that logic, let's say the people cooking the food, let's say, all right, Normer X, we'll play the game. There's a restaurant in New York City called Carmine's. It's an Italian restaurant, family style. It's a lot of money, but it's a lot of food. Now, that's when the last time I went. That was back in like 2008. But they do family style Italian food. Are you fixing to tell me that if you give Uber drivers $30 an hour, that means that every one of them line cooks, and I think right now they probably make, if you're lucky, you could probably get $20 out of them. You trying to tell me you going to jump them, let's say conservatively, 75%, I don't know none of them restaurants are going to do that. Guess what those restaurants are going to do? You idiots that were protesting. They'll just leave Uber. I know Uber's convenient, and it helps a lot of people with their Uber Eats and their Uber accounts. I get it. They're going to leave. A lot of them already talked about how they were leaving because the fee is too high to use the service. They'll just go to Caviar. They'll go to Toast. They'll go to Chow Now. There's other places. They'll use DoorDash. If you think Uber is going to acquiesce to $30 an hour for you to go deliver food, you're crazy. And by them, all these restaurants in the city dropping Uber, that means you're not going to have work. So you did all that protesting just for the restaurant to say, I don't feel like paying for it. You could take your 30. You can also take the fee that I'm paying for the terminal, because a lot of people don't know that Uber Eats terminal you got to pay for. You have to pay them every month to use the service. They'll just get rid of it. You don't think they could use that couple extra $100 a month and put it back into the business? And hell, they could just take that money and do this. I know y'all didn't think of this. They'll just hire 1 or 2 delivery drivers and just have them in a certain area. They'll just say, we're not going to go no more than 5 miles from our restaurant around, which a lot of those restaurants do. Yes. Thank you, Iron Will. And the custom tips. So you're going to lose $30 an hour. You'll possibly lose insurance, but you're also going to lose custom tips, which I think average they said was about 17%. So for every dollar, you get 17 cents off top. This is why I also say a lot of these non-citizens were very bad at economics or never took an economics course. No company's going to do that. Excuse me. No company's going to sit up there and risk that. But again, y'all white daddies say that y'all work harder than black folks. Right. Sure. We have an answer for that.
See, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
Yeah. You're going to find out real quick. Black folks, 2023 has to be the year of black people getting back to the technical fields. Get back your technical degrees, your certifications. Get that. Hey, non-citizens, would you like me to tell you something that none of your people that represent you in your district gonna tell you? Would you like to know? I'm going to tell you. In 2 years, they're going to turn on you. I promise you. I've seen it happen before. 2024 is fastly, very fast. It's coming. You have 2 years of House Republicans that are going to shoot down every illegal immigration positive bill. Every single one. They are going to turn on y'all. I'm going to say something very dangerous here right now. And I've noticed this, but I never wanted to say, I didn't really want to say it because I know how YouTube is, but I'm going to say it. A lot of y'all that went and took that Bell Biv DeVoe, y'all not gonna be able to get a job. I promise you. I know that's very dangerous to say. Hear me out. Here's my logic on that. If y'all don't know, and you probably don't because the news doesn't want to report on this, there's a massive lawsuit against the government right now over the Bell Biv DeVoe. It's not being broadcasted because they know what's going to happen. It's going to be a snowball effect. But come 2024, they're going to allow that to run through. Let me tell y'all something. What they don't like to tell y'all is a lot of them non-citizens got duped into taking that because they thought their jobs were in jeopardy. I saw it firsthand when I moved down here. All the Hispanic workers and the ones that come from the African diaspora and the Caribbean diaspora, they took it because remember that was in the period where Fauci and them were saying, a lot of companies aren't going to hire you back unless you got it. Because remember, we were still shut down. So a lot of them took it to think they could get on the front line and to get them jobs in. I'm going to say that again. A lot of them took the Bell Biv DeVoe because when we were locked down, remember, a lot of people weren't working. But then when the Bell Biv DeVoe started rolling out, you started seeing companies start hiring people again. So they figured if they take it first, they can get into them jobs. So, yeah, they got in. The trade-off was I knew when the next election comes, them politicians going to sell them out because they're going to see that money coming in. So every politician that advocated for the Bell Biv DeVoe, they're going to have to answer to them constituents when these companies start saying, hey, you're a liability because we told y'all. A lot of folk were going to start having complications, and no company is going to want to take that, especially on their insurance. They're not going to want to take that. So the most they're going to do is, all right, listen, if you took it, you're going to have to, I guarantee you watch these health companies, the ones that contract with these corporations, they're going to have another pricing plan for, what I call it, the ascended people. That's for those who took the Bell Biv DeVoe. They're gonna have to pay a little more. That's gonna be part of that fee. Is gonna be is gonna go towards their liability, because once people start really understanding what they walked into, you're gonna see a whole lot more lawsuits, and they can't have that. Y'all don't listen. These politicians don't care about y'all. You were better off being where you were. I know that hurts. Y'all were better off at home. Leonard DeYuta, hello. Yes, they are sinister. They're going to sell them out. Biden already did that with the DACA people, like I told y'all earlier. He already sold them out. He don't even talk about them no more. Since that judge said that it's illegal, he don't even say nothing. The last thing he said was, our lawyers are going to go fight it. Okay, great. Supreme Court going to shut it down. By 2024, Democrats are going to be for the wall. You watch what I tell you. Especially when Trump really starts ramping it up. They're going to be for the wall. They're going to start appealing to them young folk, telling them, how bad it is. All them coons are going to be outside saying, all of a sudden now, y'all's rollings and all them going to be like, you know what, maybe illegal immigration is bad. And they're going to be appealing to them young folks. They're going to turn them young folks against the illegals. That's going to be your new war. And a lot of us are going to get swept up into it. I'm trying to tell y'all now, don't get swept up into it. What we need to do as the older generation, we got reparations. Y'all got to go get. That's the fight right now. Let them go splinter off and have their war. That's less power that white supremacy got. And you crack them in the mouth and open that piggy bank. So all you non-citizens want to run over here? All right, cool. Hey, take a cue from what happened to them Haitian babies. They sent them right back. Take a cue what's happening in Dominican Republic right now. They're arresting anybody that looks black over there. And guess what? I did a video on that last year, and somebody tried to tell me that I was wrong and I was being racist for saying that. Oh, why shouldn't they have a wall? I said, I don't care if they have a wall. I just want people to understand what's going to happen. Y'all didn't learn nothing from last September, now did you? Didn't learn a thing. This government gave y'all the lesson. They don't even want your kids no more. They didn't even want the ones that they could cultivate from the crib to a coon. They don't even want it. They still bring Ukrainians over here. Jessica Kilgore, hello. I took it. I know we all gonna die. We all gonna die. This is what you do. Boost your immune system. That's the best advice I could give you. Boost your immune system. Eat more whole foods. More root vegetables. Everybody in my house except one of my sisters and me didn't take that. Bless them. I pray. I think about them every day. A lot of my family took it. I told them not to do it. They wanted to do it. I can't run people's lives. That's their decision. We do what we do. How many died so far? It's what is it, about 1.2 right now? I think it's about 1.2. But remember, this was the same government who told us, hey, well, I shouldn't even say it wasn't really the government. The media told us, 1 to 2 million per year in the first year. That's what they said. Guess what? We're 3 years in it. And it's only been 1.2. So there you go. Oh, by the way, I got a video coming tomorrow. Now they finally admitted that the ones that had it, they're the ones that are showing up and you know, and deleting. So yeah, there's that. But we were wrong when we said it a year or two ago. All right. But back to this. Let's give y'all an example of when you give folk, well, actually I have two. I'm going to give you an example of when you let people that are black do their thing, you get production. That's right. You get production. Let's go back to a story that I love to read about every time. Here we go, folks. Chicago bakery loses hundreds of employees in immigration raid. Of course they did. This was back in 2017. A bakery on Chicago's west side is scrambling to replace more than 800 workers after an immigration raid. Clover Hill Bakery said about 35% of its work staff was impacted by the raid because they did not have sufficient documentation. Cloverfield says an unnamed job placement agency supplied the workers. Clover Hill said it lost $21 million because of the raid. Of course they did. But guess what happened, folks? Guess what happened? Now, that percentage was mostly illegal workers. But guess what happened, folks? Who would like to know what happened? We got the file. We got the file. We kept the file. Well, you two kept the file. Now, by the way, Little history lesson. Cloverfield was bought out by Hostess Foods in 2019. So this was before that. But here we go.
Bakery.
Fair use.
December the 29th of 2015, 2 years ago. I started as a packer, and then from there they gave me another position, which is a tracker. I track waste and other danishes and all the waste of the products that goes out. And also I signed in for a union steward. It's 12 hours shift mandatory. To work 12 hours a day, 5 to 6 days a week. That's, that don't give no one time to do anything.
Now, just for some context, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why that company was doing 12-hour shifts like that, they were supplying McDonald's with their hamburger buns. They were one of the main suppliers for McDonald's hamburger buns. So that's just a little bit of context.
I can't even go and pay a bill, or take care of my personal, because of the hours and the days. I go to work at 2 a.m., get off at 2 p.m., go home at about 3. I'm sleeping at about 5 or 6. I got to get back up the next day, the next night to go back to work. So pretty much it's, do better. It was pretty much when I first got there and everything, it was more like 90-10. It was 90% Mexican, 10% black. Mm-hmm. If that. It was mainly the Mexicans getting all the hours and the days, Now the 90% racial workers, pretty much 90% black and 10% Mexican. A lot
right after the raid
of them didn't speak a bit of English. And I'm trying to figure out how could you come into a place, or how could you come into, the United States without being able to speak English? That, and on top of that, in the company, it's Spanish first and then English, and it's like they putting English secondary. When I don't understand that. It's caused a lot of problems because, see, like I said, the communication, there was no communication. And like I said, those that did speak English, they claim they don't speak English and they didn't want to translate, so a lot of times we got mixed communication, They'll tell me they said one thing when they said another. The Mexicans, they were paid less than us. So I didn't understand that because, see, like I say, here it is, a lot of us doing the same job, but everybody's got a different pay salary, every hour. Everybody get paid different pay, by the hour. I didn't understand that, and I still don't understand it. You thinking this agency is paying the same as the next agency, and come to find out, one's paying $11, and like you said, the other one's paying $14, and here we is, and one paying, 10 something, and here we all doing the same job.
So what she was saying was the agency that was bringing in most of the Mexican labor, they were getting 11 to 14. And the agency they used for the black folks were only getting about 10 and some change. Now imagine, she's working 72 hours a week for 10 and some change. So we'll call it about 800 before taxes. She might walk home with about 6 and some change. But Mexicans making out like bandits. I didn't even account for the overtime. But this story has a happy ending, folks. Oh, yes, it does. It has a happy ending. Because after that raid, ladies and gentlemen, not only did those black workers get more black workers in there, they jumped them from 10 and some change to $18 an hour. And this woman, Lynn Lane, became a part owner in the company. So yes, there was a happy ending. There was something over the rainbow, and like I said, a year later, they sold out to they sold it to Hostess. Oh, but we not done yet, folks. Oh, we're not done yet. Because there was another company that tried that. And they got swiftly kicked in the ass. Bam. We go down to Mississippi. Now, we know Chicago and Mississippi have a long history. Mississippi ice raids hit Koch Foods, a large suburban Chicago-based poultry processor that mostly flies under the radar. Now, they do a lot of chicken. I think they said they were, what, third behind Tyson and Purdue? But you'd never know that. The Immigration and Customs Enforcement raids Wednesday on agricultural plants in Mississippi hit close to home in Chicago, with about a quarter of the arrested workers employed by Koch Foods, large Park Ridge-based poultry processor whose billionaire owner, Joseph Grandes, mostly flies under the radar. As many as 200 of the 680 people allegedly living in the country illegally who were detained by authorities worked at the Koch plant in Morton, Mississippi, according to an initial estimate by ICE spokesman Brian Cox. The raid represents the largest workplace immigration sting operation of the Trump administration, with more than 600 agents from ICE and Homeland Security investigations executing multiple federal criminal search warrants at 7 Mississippi agricultural facilities. Now, also a little bit of context. Mississippi has a very large growing Latino population. This is the largest single state worksite enforcement action in the agency's history, Cox said. Koch Foods did not respond to a request for comment Thursday, and efforts to reach owner Joseph Grandes were unsuccessful. Interesting, right? But here we go. We're going to play the news report. And I want y'all to pay attention to what you see. Fair use.
A jobs fair is being held today after ICE raids in Mississippi. We're leaving a lot of the plants understaffed. Rick Leventhal now has more from Morton, Mississippi. Hey, Rick.
Hey, Neil, a steady stream of people showing up at the building behind me. We're told 150 applicants in the first 3 hours of this job fair, with about 30 minutes left to go. Cook Foods has not said how many people they're looking to hire, but the folks that we spoke with said they're definitely ready to go to work. Cook is just one of several chicken processing companies to get raided by ICE agents last week, with 680 workers detained for possible immigration violations. And of course, there's been a lot of criticism of the raids, much of it focused on the separation of children from parents who work at these chicken.
Right. So there's the heartstring moment.
Plants. ICE released a very strongly worded statement yesterday to try and clear up what it said were rumors and false information, saying every child who had two parents arrested last week had at least one parent released within 24 hours due to humanitarian reasons. We also expedited the processing of adults who identified they had a child in need of care. More than 300 were released by dawn the next day, and ICE says we're the only law enforcement agency that does such things to persons arrested by a federal law enforcement agency. ICE says the reality is adults with children are arrested across America every day, but you don't hear about it unless it involves ICE agents. Some of those released have ankle monitors and court dates, Neil. The rest are being detained in 3 separate facilities.
But let DACA tell it. Let DACA tell it. That's inhumane. Oh, we not done, folk. We not done. Fair use.
According to state law, all employers must use a system called E-Verify to determine if their employees are able to work in the United States.
We're not doing what Cook's Food is asking us to do. We're doing what is actually done by law, and that is to make sure that each applicant is E-Verified before we go any further.
The Mississippi Department of Employment Security speaking out at a state job center Monday, where the Cook plant, one of 7 processing plants in the state raided last week, is now looking to hire 150 new employees.
When they come in, they have to have 2 pieces of identification, and this is a Social Security number, and they have to have a state-issued ID.
The Mississippi Employment Act requires all Mississippi employers to register with and use the federal government's E-Verify system to determine all individuals hired are legal citizens or legally authorized to work in the United States. The U.S. Attorney's Office says the plants are part of this investigation, but so far only the suspected illegal immigrants have been arrested.
In the past, there's been an attempt to hold the employers responsible. However, our state has seen fit to only blame the workers.
A spokesperson for Cook said Monday, Cook hires its workers using strict hiring policies and procedures. Cook has used E-Verify for well over 10 years.
BS. If you used it for over 10 years, you would have not gotten raided. They wouldn't even have shown up. So that means you guys are using bad IDs. But family, who did you notice coming out of that job fair?
State Representative Kathy Sykes says it shouldn't matter if someone is documented or not.
Folks should be able to work with or without the proper papers. So that
this is one of them. Remember that name, Mississippi. If y'all ever stumble on this video, remember this person. It's Kathy Sykes. She's one of them that y'all got to get up out the paint. District 70. I don't know if she's still there, but she got to go. And if she ever runs for office again, y'all need to blow this up at whatever place she's at. How you really about to sit up here and tell me that somebody need to work in this country without papers? Because we know damn well if a black person show up there without papers, you send them home. Black folk can't even walk outside without ID. Because we want to stay away from them race soldiers messing with us. And you want us, you expect us to get on them lines with no papers and get a job, and then something happen and we're screwed. That's what I'm talking about.
they can provide that for.
I was going to crack on her, but I'm going to leave her alone.
Their families.
I don't care. She looked like Lori Lightfoot auntie.
Again, the U.S. Attorney's Office says this investigation is far from over. Live the State Cap, Ann Parker, 16, WAPT News.
WAPT News. APT News. APT News. Oh, but family, we not done. We not done, family. Because Coach, they got the lawyer. The lawyer had to say something. What do you think the lawyer said? Fair use.
Caught up in last month's ICE raids in Mississippi, now suing the federal government. The Cook Foods lawsuit claims the search by agents was done illegally, but in the affidavit...
How was it done illegally? Somebody had to sign off on it. How was it illegal? Somebody had to sign off on it.
According to the raids, 144 migrants arrested had working ties to the food processing plant.
happy to see the filing by Cook Foods going after ICE for not having enough probable cause to get their search warrant and not doing enough.
What was they had probable cause. You had 200 people there that were illegal. That's probable cause. Come on, Mr. Lawyer, just say that you didn't like that your cousins were scooped up. I would have respected you more if you'd have said that.
Due diligence to corroborate the baseless allegations that were against him.
Now, ICE responded to that lawsuit. Their statement reads in part, "We lawfully executed a federal criminal search warrant by the judge, so the warrants that we executed were issued by a judge."
There you go. The judge said, go get them. The judge said to go get them. Family, I was up in New York City in 2018 when Trump said what he said. If you ain't got papers, we find you, you're going back home. A lot of the immigrant workers and non-citizens ran blood. Do you understand we had to make phone calls to our partners around the city to get help, especially dishwashers? You know how many black people got hired when that happened, which contributed to those 2019 numbers that they never want to talk about? They just say that's a right-wing talking point. That was us. Most black folks saw upward mobility in 2018 and 2019. So you got, hey, Chuck Schumer, you moist mouth. You saw firsthand what would happen when you have regulated policies on immigration and you enforce it. Your existing workforce will show up and fill that void. Clover Hill, record profit in 2019. So much so that Hostess Foods bought them out. Coach Foods hired hundreds of black people. But of course, I'm wrong, right? Cyber9100, thank you for the super chat. Thanks for keeping us informed. Yep, I'm trying. When they tell you that we lazy and you black Americans, all you do is the hippity hop and worry about your reparations. You need to worry about the police. They shooting y'all in the street. Christian Obum Sally, sir. And we don't worry about the cops because we stay away from them. Y'all want to profess your love for the race soldiers. And then what ends up happening? The same race soldiers y'all want to sit up there and profess your love for went down to a border in Texas and whooped on your people. The same government whose flag you love to tell everybody this is the greatest country in the world. And there is no racism here. There's no such thing as right supremacy. Wakanda forever. I am part of DJ Body tribe. Guess what ends up happening? That's the same ones that see y'all coming into Florida, flag you, and send your black ass right back. But the light-skinned illegal person that was sitting next to you, they let them in. And then they end up voting Republican. You Negroes with the, oh my God. See it to you, hello. They're like, oh my God. No, I'm not even gonna do Africans no more. Y'all too easy. Boss. Like who heard Jason Black show on Saturday? I wanted to call in, but I called in too late. After that Jamaican came in there and just basically disgraced the flag. I got to get on him because he said something stupid in there. And I left a comment in Jason's in his comment thread. I'm really gonna need Jamaicans to really shut up about American politics because y'all don't even have Jamaican politics in order. I could go buy a Jamaican Gleaner right now, have my mama mail it down there. Them shits are free, number one. Jamaican Gleaner up there in New York City. Narmer X can tell y'all. Go to any Caribbean supermarket right before you leave or right by where you can get your lotto tickets. It's a newspaper called the Jamaican Gleaner or the Jamaican Observer. Depends on which store. Tell everything that happened in Jamaica. Jamaicans should not be talking about American politics when your asses are looking at Jamaican politics like y'all doing something impressive. And I did a whole broadcast on Jamaican politics. Y'all just had 3 days of nonstop shootings and killings. So much so that now the prime minister is getting his shot spotter technology down there. Y'all shouldn't be talking. Y'all gave away your most profitable port, the port of Kingston, to China for 50 years. Y'all don't make a dime off of that. Y'all shouldn't talk. Y'all letting the Mexicans come over there and they're about to be the model minority. Y'all shouldn't talk. When's the last time y'all was sitting up there lionizing Tacky's rebellion? Nah, y'all don't do that. Y'all don't sit up there. Y'all don't even teach Garvey in school. Y'all damn sure teach about Marley, though. Norman Manley and them. And Flournoy, hello. Y'all still doing the bleaching cream bowl down there. Y'all shouldn't be talking. Oh, yes. Jamaica, y'all have so much natural resources down there. Jason Black was right. I'm going to push back on a little what he said, though. He said y'all should be the Dubai of the Caribbean. That's aiming a little too high. Jamaica right now should be the Tokyo of the Caribbean. There's no reason why the youth that want to go do medical or STEM research have to leave that island and go to St. Lucia or go to America or Canada or the UK or the Netherlands. There's no reason. Y'all come up here. I'm just going to say this. I don't care who get offended, and I'm wearing the flag, so any Jamaican get offended, I could give a damn. Y'all better not come up here and think because your steering wheel now is on the left side, not the right side, you think you into something. And you got a couple white people at your job that love you, think you into something. And you think you could talk down on Americans down here. You don't have the right. And I'm going to play a video during Twitter things where I'm going to show you why y'all shouldn't be talking. Because the bullshit I saw, if this is what y'all worried about on film and I don't hear y'all talking about reparations, y'all shouldn't be talking. Yes, I'm paranoid. Jamaica is a beautiful place, but Jamaicans down there, they're not mobilized. The very few try to wake them up, but they all want to go run to the UK the first chance they get. They all want to run up here the first chance they get. Canada, the first chance they get. And then go send the money back 20 years. They didn't go down there and live like a king. Right. That ain't how that's supposed to work. If you're going to leave, make sure you have a fighting force. I don't care if it's 3 people. Have a fighting force down there ready to learn. have a fighting force ready to say, listen, I can't leave this island. I for my arm. I for protect it. That's how you're supposed to do that. The youth should be mobilized down there. Y'all not mobilizing the youth. Guess what? The Asians, the Chinese, the Japanese, the Koreans down there, they're mobilizing their youth. That's why they're able to own whole towns. The Mexicans are going to do the same thing now. Y'all better wake up. But all right, y'all want to play all day. All right. When y'all get taken over, I don't want to hear it. Because trust and believe, y'all want natural disaster away from Red Cross, aka the U.S. government, doing y'all like they did Haiti. But I'm off that. Y'all not ready for that conversation, but, you know, do y'all thing. Play all day. But let's get into it, folks. Twitter things. Let's get into it. All right. Here we are in Twitter things. Shout out to Nancy Pelosi. We're going to have fun with this one today, folks. I got a lot of videos. We're going to have fun. Let's begin.
I've heard so much about you. It is nice to...
Mom, Dad, I want you to meet my girlfriend, Ava.
Ava, we've heard so much about you. It is nice to finally meet you.
Yeah, the guy can't shut up about you. Nice to meet you, Ava.
Nice to meet you too, Mr. and Mrs. Alderbridge. Oh, and I see you brought a pie. Yeah, made it from scratch myself. Well, it looks delicious, and I simply cannot wait to try it. Bradley must have told you I love sweet potato pie. Sweet potato, bitch, this pumpkin.
What? Ava, what are you doing? Oh, shit.
What the fuck are you doing with a pumpkin pie? Hold on, what you doing like a sweet potato pie? Ain't you an old white bitch? Now, Bradley, you know I encourage love no matter what race, religion, or gender. But how did you find the
So we already know they're white liberals, but all right.
only black person in America that would bake a pumpkin pie? What?
Mom, I swear to God, I didn't know.
Next time, do your due diligence before you bring a freak of nature into my life. Hey, hold on a fucking minute now, bitch.
Margaret, enough! Damn it! We're in a country where anybody can make any type of pie they like, no matter how disgusting it is. Now this sweet, beautiful, stupid young woman here...
Bro, what the fuck is going on?
...took the time out of her day to...
Okay, I take that back. They're not white liberals. I bet you they MAGA.
...bake this monstrosity and bring it to us. Whether you like it or not, you will accept it humbly. I don't care if you think it tastes like vulture vomit.
Hey, you know what? Fuck this whole family, all right? I bought this pie from Walgreens. I made this shit. I don't like fucking pumpkin pie. I got this shit because I thought y'all ain't had no taste buds. I ain't want to come here and eat no dry ass turkey and green bean casserole and all that bullshit anyway. I'm finna go to my fucking grandma's house. Fuck y'all. Ava, wait. Can you take this pie with you?
There you go. There you go. When bedwenching at Thanksgiving goes wrong. Let's move on. Question for the family. Can you be Pan-African while being married to a white person? I think we all know the answer to that. She looks like the third Maori twin. I got to get on this fool. I'm sorry, family. I got to get in on this fool. Don't you just love it when old people get old and then they just let their true feelings out? I love that. Sometimes it's funny. Most times it's sad. George Takei comes from a family who was interred in the World War II. Not knocking that. Made a successful career for himself. Only known for Star Trek. And he was on Heroes as the Japanese guy's father. Okay, great. You had the unmitigated gall to say something about William Shatner being a prima donna on Star Trek. He was the star. He's allowed to be, but okay. That's not why I'm bringing you up, sir. Sir, a couple weeks ago, you put out a tweet about black people. I kind of want to show the family this. You said something about black. It was kind of a backhanded diss at us. But okay. Let me see if you took it down. I'm going to see if you took it. I wonder if it's this one. No, wait. This may not be. He might have taken it down. He says something about a particular black person. I wish I could friggin' find it. Let me see. Maybe I could find it through his tweets. Let's see. I know I cussed him out. Well, I really didn't cuss him out. I said you're being a racist. Ah, shit. Let me see. Maybe it's on my profile page. Let's see. Sucks you can't search for your tweets on this one. Let me see. Let me see something. Sorry about this. I wish I'd have found. No. Damn it. Okay. Well, if I find it, I'll post it on my community tab. But he says something out of line about black people. And nobody checked him on it. But, you know, it is what it is. Let's go back to Twitter things. Here we go. Y'all will like this.
Hey there, guys. What you doing? I'm making this peanut butter shit.
Oh, did you curse?
No.
Yes, you did. That's why you looked up like that. You said peanut butter and S word.
I did say that.
Yes, you did. That's why you look like that. Watch your mouth.
I wonder where she learned it from. But all right. Now, I was going to get on this brother for this tweet, but then I just realized that he might have said it wrong. He said, this is something that Tariq put up. He said, so much to unpack here. It's a picture of Tiffany Cross and some white guy. She said, that's bae, whatever. I could give a fuck. But he wrote, we're doing everything but mobilizing to push for reparations and economic justice. So I responded to him like, where have you been? I love how y'all just have these glass eyes that we aren't doing anything out here. Like, you think we just talking. All right. So he said, I'm in Charlotte, and I gave him FBA goddess, so he can go handle that. Like I said, I was going to get on him, but I was going to leave him alone. Now, I saved this because this is the comment. This comment. Now, Jason put up this tweet yesterday that said, anyone who says America needs illegals because the population isn't big enough just needs to go to New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, Miami, Dallas, Houston, New Jersey, Atlanta, Seattle, Minneapolis, or any other American city and see how crowded they are to prove that's a lie. This guy came in and said, we need them to do the jobs people won't do. Got 3 likes. Shout out to him. I only see 2 there. So maybe he liked his own tweet. Don't know why y'all keep doing that, but then that's y'all's thing. Folks, do not like your own tweets. Don't do that. So Brother Sean James came in and said, I apply for many of those jobs and they won't look a black man's way because they can hire illegal to do it cheaper and not pay any taxes, unemployment insurance, or workers' comp, which I told y'all that earlier. Then this fool came in and said this. No offense to y'all, but American citizens who fly illegal Mexicans are taking their jobs should reevaluate their lives. With all the resources this country has to offer, if someone who doesn't speak English could show up tomorrow and become your competition on the job, they do that every day, sir. Your competition on the job market, then it says more about you than them. You should blame yourself. So he came back and thought he was saying something cute. I'm not even going to read that bullshit. So I came in on their thing and says, I told that dude, quit telling that lie. But this is the attitudes that they go around thinking that we won't do these menial jobs. We're telling y'all to give us a chance, but y'all know what's going to happen. We take those menial jobs and then we going to take your job. We just got to put our foot in the door, but y'all don't want to do that. So like I said, I did this video earlier. Boil water notice has been issued for the city of Houston. Everyone should boil the water before drinking, cooking, bathing, and brushing their teeth. I was in Black Alpha and Beatzilla's space before I came on here, and I went in on Sheila Jackson Lee for a little bit because this is her city, and all that idiot jerk chicken jackass did was retweet this notice. She didn't write, I'm going down there to see what's going on. I'm on this plane. I got to go check my district. Nothing. All you did was retweet this. But on your Twitter page, you had 10 tweets dedicated to Donald Trump at Thanksgiving with Kanye West and Nick Fuentes, who is an anti-black racist. You had more smoke for that than to go check on your people that voted for you. Got it. You can go to hell. And I mean that. Y'all got to hear this, family. Who y'all love Jason Black, do you not? I need y'all to go get the Pepto. Y'all about to hear some stupidness from across the pond.
Jealousy, like
oh my god, I used to get that, so but I think I kind of still get it now though.
Really, do you feel so
like when my friends, like when my best friend first got a man, I was very like, rah, like
no, you were very like this. She's about to do some coon babble.
The first thing I thought about is like, okay, cool. She's kind of getting taken away from me now.
Is it?
Yeah, like I definitely, and I used to have it bad when I was younger. I think I've definitely tamed it as I've got older, but I was so messed up. Like I would be like, okay, cool. You can't, I used to be one of those girls, okay, you can't be friends with that person. If I'm not talking to that person, you can't be with that.
Okay.
Like I was very.
You ain't finna tell me who I'm gonna be friends with or who not. You not about to do that.
Much like controlled all of that.
Yeah.
But then so when my best friend got her man, like I would feel a bit like, okay, cool, now she's gonna get taken away from me. And then I feel like, you know, in your head it kind of clocks on like what priorities are.
Yeah.
Especially then it's like, okay, wow, this man is really here to stay. And then because
can I be a little sexist for a minute? I'm sorry, black women in the comment thread, can I be a little sexist for a minute? I don't mean to be, but it's just something I noticed. I apologize in advance for what I'm about to say. First off, BBC is full of coons. We already know this. They let that Shaq dude come in there and spit them bars, and he got a record deal out of it. Okay, fine. Ladies, if you're going to go on these podcasts and you're going to get filmed, I'm going to need y'all to wear bras. What she got working right here, I'm not feeling this. I got to blow it up. I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling this. This looks bad. The wig is out of place. I gotta get on her
like she
friend
got
next.
pregnant, and it was like, wow. So that's really your family now.
Yeah,
And you know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
when that's your family now, the dynamic changes because
Yeah.
it's like, of course your child is gonna come first. Of course, now that's not just your man. That's like gonna be your That's actually your person.
Yeah, that's her.
Okay, ma'am, I'm gonna. Okay, I didn't know Donna Summer was British. I didn't know this. I'm sorry, I did not know this. I didn't know Aunt Una was British. I didn't know this. She plays a great American accent on Family Matters. That the twice time she was on it, it was very good. I mean, now that I'm looking at it again, it looked like Donna Summer and Erykah Badu did a fusion dance. I mean, this is maybe they're from the same tribe. I don't know. That is a whole lot of synthetic. I'm just gonna say that out loud. That's a whole lot of synthetic. I hope it don't get too hot in there. It might start smoking. I'm just saying. At least she matches. But we all know where they got this style from. And by the way, this is the look when you're about to say something stupid. This is like the nervousness before you say something stupid. But you know she's going to say something stupid.
Her child and her guy are her home.
Yeah,
like-
and then now you've actually
What
got
the
a
hell
house
did she
together.
just say?
I think that's actually your person.
Yeah, that's her child and her guy are her home.
Yeah,
like-
and then now you've actually got a house together.
English.
I think you.
I know what she said. I'm just saying.
In my head, it just kind of feels like, okay, cool. Like, I don't know. I did feel a bit some kind of way in terms of as well, because it was like I kind of would always have a baby around the same sort of time.
Oh Lord. Ladies, please tell me y'all not still doing this. We all have to have babies at the same time. I mean, let me know. Y'all still doing this? We all gonna have babies around the same time? And yes, it did not escape me that on this wall right here it says pressed. We all know where y'all got that from, but all right.
As well,
so
kind
you
of
can
like
experience
experience
that
it
together,
together. Stuff. And then obviously when she had the baby, and then it was like, I don't really feel like I understand the conversations that you're talking about.
Damn right, you're not supposed to. That's between her, a man, and the baby who can't talk. Those are conversations you don't need to be privy of. Why do you have to be in somebody's business? This is what I'm talking about. Black women, I told y'all this 3 months ago. Y'all need to have a summit. Every black female in the world need to listen to it, and y'all gotta come out and say, listen, if you on code, we rock with you. If you're not on code, go over there. You not us. Y'all started with America, and then y'all can branch it out and tax other black women to use it. Because this is annoying now. Because now all they're doing over there now is playing up stereotypes. I don't know no black chicks over here that are planning to have babies at the same time unless they all doing the same dude.
Because you've got another friend that's had a baby, and then
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't fit in anymore, basically.
Yeah.
So I guess me, I felt, is that jealous?
Stop playing with your hair.
I think, I felt jealous of her man, I would say. I think, and sometimes
Yeah.
I find it hard to like the man, because sometimes my jealousy kind of overrides it. So any little thing.
You don't like him because you didn't get him and you can't F him. Because if you could F him, you would like him. Oops, I wasn't supposed to say that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll say it again. You don't like that man because you don't want to F him. If you wanted to F him, you would like him.
Things sometimes I'll catch myself thinking, I think I'm actually advising her to leave him because I kind of want her more.
So you're LGBT when convenient. That's what you're saying. So you want that girl to give up her happiness and her kid and this man who could turn out to be the best thing in her life because your jealous ass can't get a man. And you got Erica Badu Summer over here laughing like she said the funniest thing in the world. If I was in my old day, I would have said what that mouth do. Talk a lot of crap. It's not even that funny.
Yeah, like if she's coming to me and talk, I'm thinking, yeah, babe, leave him. Yeah, babe. Nah, he's not. He's done. So like, but I think I can check myself and be like, okay, no, I think I'm actually being a bit much.
Single women keeping women single.
Man, they don't want me to do a BBC One show. They throw me off the air after one, and they probably deport me.
Territorial
Let me
jealousy.
just do
like,
one.
your
God, I used to-
mind.
I'd shut all this down. Yes, sir.
Why would you do that?
Get some.
You need to get out of my room.
Get
Get
some.
out.
Get some. Bang! Get some. Put that man in a baseball program.
You need to get out of my.
Put that little fella in a baseball program. That was over the middle. Fine armor X. Not all. Not all. Shout out to Tiffany Cross crying on The Culture Is. Shout out to her. She's crying because she can't. She ain't got no husband or some kids. And now she ain't got no job. So close to Christmas. Shout out to the young man. Why they have to have music? All right, we'll put the music. All right, we'll put the music low. Get some. I kind of want this man's kitchen. Oh, by the way, folks, when they see this, toxic masculinity. And Florina, I will play it again. I will play it again. Toxic masculinity, right? Get some. Get some. That's right. It's 3 pieces. Come on, let's go. Come on, Daddy. That's right. Get some. Ain't giving. There you go. That's toxic masculinity, right? You feminist floozies, you. Y'all go to hell. Hey, Tiffany Cross, that's the black man that said that listened to Kevin Samuels and them, right? And Tariq Nasheed, you got it. All right, back to little boy. Get some.
Get out of my room.
Get some.
Out.
Get some. Bang! Get some.
Why would you do that?
That's right.
You need to get out of my room. Get out.
Folk, wait a minute. Hang on, folk. Okay, shout out to the young boy. Shout out to the young boy. But is it me or is she with the mattress on the floor? Is it me? Is it me? I could be wrong. But is it me? Is her mattress on the floor? I hope it's not on the floor.
Why would you do that? You need to get out of my room. Get out.
Ladies, please don't do videos if you don't got a box spring. You're automatically disqualified from doing videos in your bedroom if you do not have a box spring on your with your mattress. Y'all gonna like this video.
Wait,
Get some.
somebody
Now,
wrote me some.
Now, if what y'all don't know, well, I'll let Grandma say it. Man, Grandma, go ahead, Grandma. I want to see how Grandma looked 20 years beforehand.
so small?
God, dog.
What does it say? It's a TikTok something. Let me see. Can you send a picture of your grandma? Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
What did it say? Send a picture of your grandma booty hole?
Get some.
Who said that? Who said it?
It's pay you.
Grandma, I did not say that.
I'll pay you. I couldn't see it that good. It's too
I'll
tiny.
Can you?
I don't know what kind of asshole said
Go ahead,
that.
Grandma.
I'm
she
probably.
she adjusted her
Oh,
shirt.
they said they'll pay us though.
Pay your grandma booty hole?
Why not?
Shut up, Trishan.
Go ahead. I want to see how Grandma looked 15 years ago. Go ahead. Let's move down. Y'all gonna like this one. I hope. Yes, sir. So apparently he couldn't bring his laptop to class. Laptops got banned, so he brought a typewriter. Get some. That's a true lad right there. That is ultimate trolling. Yes, Narmer X. That is ultimate trolling. He trolled the hell out that professor. But don't let them try to say young people are stupid, Kamami. They're not stupid because even they knew about the typewriter ding. They may not know about the handheld phone on the wall in the kitchen, but they damn sure know the sound of the typewriter. And Flournoy said, where do you find this stuff? Twitter. You know your typewriters. You probably got about 7 in the house. I joke. But let's move on. Here we go. Y'all gonna like this. The race soldier got... Go ahead, race soldier. He said, nope, I'm out. Get some. Now, apparently this was a mountain lion. Yeah, he said, nah, I'm good. Yes, sir. Y'all like this.
No, don't record. Bro, you recording me? No, don't record.
Yes, that is New York City. And yes, that is a black man, probably an immigrant, with a microwave on his head.
Bro, you recording me? No, don't record.
Now, it would have been fire if the light came on when he shut the door. Would have been fire. But yeah, he had that on his head. Y'all will like this. This guy's long jumping. You know what's funnier with these videos? When the poll breaks. Guess on. And yes, the sound is on, but there's no sound. Now, you know, if this was one of us, we'd have been posing. When we go up and over. Or the funnier one, when the pole gets them right in between the legs. All right, y'all are like, this is funny. So, this is a group chat. So, this man made his tree. He said, just wondering what my boys think of my Christmas tree. So, Shane says, holy S, she's beautiful, dude. Derek said, so effing tasteful pimp. Legit gas at the poinsettias. Luke said, I rated 5 Santa Claus. Shane said, LOL, yup. Jason Crumble said, Christmas is always a tough time for me. Andrew said, gorgeous. And Perv Jeff said, honestly, I'd F that tree. So, you know, some white boy had to take it to the next level. And they were all white, but, you know, the white boy had to take it to the next level. Make it make sense. Damn, come on, Pastor. Why you gotta put the music behind it? Get it? How you driving your whole car just disintegrates? Shout out to the pastor. Let the congregation say reparations. Drake Millie, you know what I'm saying? New York City gone downhill. Caribbeans being gentrified out Flatbush. And guess who did it? The real estate agents. But y'all got it. I guess y'all can go to Queens, but y'all getting priced out of Queens too. The Bronx is a no-go. They're starting to gentrify the Bronx, especially the east side. And y'all Jamaicans are not going to Staten Island to go mess with them racist Italians. This dude put up this post that said 85% of white people that are killed in America each year are murdered by other white people. Yet we never hear the term white on white crime. Black on black crime is a term that has been coined specifically for black people to create feelings of self-hatred and disunity within our race. It's a tactic to divide and conquer, which is why I came up with La Raza y La Raza. Get some. So this chick was messing with geese. Get some. Leave him alone. Get some. What did you do? That geese saw you. Yeah, you must have did something. Get some. Oh, that car. Oh, shit. How that car just gonna ride up and almost like run her over just to get that geese? Get in the car. Get in the car. You gonna leave your bag? Oh, the geese got in the car. The geese got in the car. Get some. Hey, I found a video of Old Westbury. Come in. Hang on. The wife gotta watch this. Look at it. I know it's not Old Westbury. I'm just saying. Look at this. I don't even know what they doing. What did you do to this? Look, and that's our man. You almost ran her over. Try to get this geese. Get some. Get in the car. She just dropped her bag. Yes. He got the car. Get in the car. That what you get. Hey, give me a line one time.
Say, cut the check.
All right, let's move on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm gonna have those muscles by next Halloween. You watch what I tell y'all. There you go. One time.
That gives me motivation.
Go ahead, brother. Why old boy? Hang on. Why old boy right here look like RZA? All right, maybe not. Nah, RZA wouldn't wear nothing that bright. Nah, they ain't RZA. Get some.
That's right. All right, brother.
That's the brother. The brotherhood. Always stopping my brothers. Woo! All right. That gives me motivation.
That's right.
That gives me motivation. I know y'all out here. I must be out here.
That's
y'all
right.
have a big, beautiful, blessed day.
All right, brother.
Get some. Get some, OG. Get some, OG. Yeah, Jason talked about this on Saturday. This is obscene. Haitians angered by babies being set back after reaching keys on boat. Yeah, yeah. The Latinos can do that. Y'all can't do it. Y'all can't do what they do. They can drop off their kids out here and they get taken in. They send Joe's back. All right.
Yeah, close your eyes.
Okay, what we not finna do? What we not finna do? You not finna come on. Hang on, family. What y'all not gonna do? You're not finna come on this platform on TikTok with this going on here. What happened here? What happened here?
My friend just hit 100K, so I got a little gift. It's in a truck. Yeah, close your eyes.
All right. Did she say her friend or her boyfriend?
My friend just hit 100K.
My friend.
So I got a little gift. It's in a truck. Yeah, close your eyes.
All right.
Let me go get it. All right, guess what it is?
What is what? A soccer ball.
And something else. Well, this too.
This?
A soccer ball.
This feels like, oh, this is a Kool-Aid, a little
Yes,
Kool-Aid.
of course you know. All right.
What is this?
Open your eyes. Happy
What is
100K.
Negro. How does one put their baby on a boat by herself? We either gonna live or all die together. That's how it's supposed to be. Why is black immigrants so sensitive? They're sensitive because that's actually a very good question. I think this is just my opinion. I think they're sensitive because they see how hard freedmen work out here and the advancements that freedmen have made in this country. And I think they're starting to realize that all that backstabbing their predecessors did, it's being checked now. And we all know that the U.S. government follows what the freedmen do anyway in terms of culture. So now they're getting regulated. I think that's why they're sensitive. They were in their countries looking for acceptance from everyone. And just because they think they live amongst everybody and nobody's doing them harm on the daily because of what they see going on up here, they think they're accepted, but then they don't understand the rules change when they get here. But this idiot, sir, you committed 3 violations in there. So you finna get this.
Sorry, triple cool. Fancy.
Sir, number 1, Your first violation was you must be playing these type of games with your friend for her to feel comfortable enough to give you this. That was your first strike. Number 2, your coon laugh when you realized what it was. You didn't check her. But we know damn well if you would have given her a wok, or you would have given her, let's even assume that she's not Chinese. You gave her traditional Chinese garb, and let's say she's Japanese, she'd be offended. You wouldn't do anything stereotypical with this woman because you would get called a racist. But you let this bypass because that's your friend. Number 3, your third strike, I went a little early, is at the end. I'm going to see if the family could pick up on it.
You would give me something like this. And a purple Kool-Aid too? Okay. Happy, hey, thank you guys for 100K. Okay! And she gonna be my favorite flavor? Okay, stop. Woo!
This is a sick Negro.
You really allowed your friend to give you a watermelon and a grape drink to celebrate you making 100,000 on TikTok. And you didn't check her. Let me would have done that with a Chinese person or an Asian person and given them chopsticks or Peking duck and a goddamn, what you call it, and a bubble tea. Let me would have got on film with my Asian friend and given him a bowl of congee and one of them Chinese bamboo hats. Southern Poverty Law Center would be on my butt inside of 2 hours. NAACP would have had a statement on me. They'd have to try to make me go on an apology tour. I'd have been blown up on Twitter. But this idiot allows this to happen on his channel. And y'all wonder why black content creators say what they say about TikTok. And then we have comments like this. I'm going to dial it back some for you. I don't think dating outside your race is secretly hating yourself. Most are prioritizing other races to date over your own is self-hate. What? Oh, see? Here we go. He's Caribbean. Black is black. Try again. See? Now give her a bowl of rice and a Thai tea. Hand her a stuffed animal on a platter. There you go. Give her tickets to the dog festival they have over there in China. You got it. I'm not gonna play that. Who remember this man?
That's it.
That's for y'all ladies.
That's
I have my
move your
eyes
hips. Come on.
closed.
That's it. With your arms now. That's it. Okay, now the second one we're gonna do, we're gonna ball change with our feet, okay? And our arms are gonna go in that position. All right? Both sides. So we start now. That's it. That's it.
My eyes are still
That's
closed.
it. Move. That's it. Move your hip. Come on.
That's for you ladies. Oh, y'all gonna like this one here.
She got Matata, white star African Simba father. Every girl want to give me a data. Yes, I had to move it yard lock like a rasta. She got bunda, fat like Pumba. Bet this song make her do a little Zumba. See the phrase they mean, don't worry. Happy if I go one, put it in a curry.
I know y'all gonna be like, hey, yes, Neymar X. I was over there in the UK back in the 80s. Unfortunately, the brother died of AIDS. Narmer, I don't even think Herpy Cream gonna save that. But yeah, that's my people. Y'all like this.
Our
Now they said this is Jamaican ingenuity.
coconut, what's your name? Jellyman? Coconut tree man, and he's going to show me right now how him reach up the tree. Lord have mercy. I just had to get it on video. Go, I've got you now, Clint. Go.
Ready?
Yes, man. Lord have mercy.
Florida.
What? Boy. Lord have mercy. Oh! That's amazing.
That's so cool. Look at that workout. William would love to do that.
Yes. Wow. Into the tree.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay, pause.
Let me show you one more step. Let me show you one more step. You could also go around the tree.
Oh my gosh.
This is a coconut man right here.
This
Yeah,
is
man.
so he could go around the tree.
And come back down.
He must have amazing ab strength.
Tell me about it.
And he's tiny.
William would love this video.
William would love this. I'm gonna send William this video. I love it. I want to go up there next.
Hi.
When I was a kid, Tommy stayed in the algorithm. Yeah. He did. And we all ascended. Can't play that because that has copyrighted music. Ah, the race soldiers in New York.
Why you rubbing her titty, nigga? You rubbing her titty, nigga. I saw you.
Why you rubbing her titty, nigga?
Why you rubbing her titty, nigga?
How you?
Rubbing her titty, nigga. I saw you.
NYPD stay getting roasted. Family, what we doing? Y'all doing this?
Lavando pollo.
Y'all cooking fried chicken in a old washing machine? That what y'all doing? I mean, I know y'all don't do that. I'm just saying. Yes, they're frying chicken in an old washing machine with the pot. All right, y'all got to explain this to me. Yeah, y'all go spades. If you don't know about spades, this is spades.
You better get on that shit. Get on that motherfucker. Get on. You think I
Only black people will understand me.
That ain't gonna walk. Why you say I'm black? You think I ain't gonna get on that shit? Come on, we go step in. You think I have to get on that shit?
This is too intense for me.
You think I ain't finna get on that shit? Get on it. Get on it.
If y'all know about that spades, man, it get like that sometimes. I think I did this last week, right? I think I did. Yeah, I did this last week. All right. And there y'all go. That was another exciting episode of Twitter Things. All right, y'all. And we have come to another end of the live stream. I want to thank y'all for coming through. And if y'all saw me on Twitter today, I said I had a surprise for y'all. Now, I know y'all probably didn't pay attention to the pinned message, which is fine. But I done a thing today, the wife and I. We done a thing. That's right, folks. The Kid Gravity Beyond merch store is officially opened. It has gone live today. Narmerex, thank you for that. And M. Flournoy, yes. That's what I'm here for. Jesse Kilgore said, Farrakhan needs to have a National Black Immigrant Convention Intervention Seminar. I don't know how many people would go to that, honestly. I think it'd be more FBA and freedmen out there than immigrants, because I know a lot of immigrants. Here's an uncomfortable truth nobody want to tell y'all. A lot of black immigrants do not fool with Minister Farrakhan. Y'all got to remember, they're still entrenched in that Christianity mindset. They don't fool with Farrakhan. I've even heard insofar as a lot of them saying that he's an extremist. They actually agree with them white folk that say that Farrakhan is an extremist. So there's that. But yes, family. The Kid Gravity Beyond store is live. Got a lot of products. Everybody, man, woman, and child, we got products. And for the next month, 10% off everything with code BEYOND. So I have a shirt with just my logo on it. And for extra cent, you can get, well, actually, I'm going to lower this one a little bit. I'm going to lower it about $3. But if you want with the words on the back, it's $25. He has finally shown his face. We have the official mascot, the official Unicoon mascot. That is the official Unicoon mascot. Yes, he is dabbing for biscuits. Yes, he does dab for biscuits. And we have two different versions. We have a version with the definition on the back, a coon that surpasses their current level of coon. And we're also going to have one without it. It just has my name on the bottom. That's going to be a couple dollars less as well. I have to adjust these prices a little bit. I was kind of rushing it today. But we also have it in long sleeve tees, hoodies. I got just the logo by itself. You know, I'm going to have to adjust a lot of these prices, but they're live right now. I'll adjust them after the show, and they'll be straight. And also, told you, I got some for the bibis. We got onesies for the bibis and little t-shirts for the bibis. I got one with all three of Beyond Borders Media's logos. It's called the Evolution shirt. We also got mugs And we got women clothes. So, and we have all colors. We have about, at minimum, 7 colors for each. Yes, the biscuits do make the shirt. Shout out to my wife for that design. Yes. Biscuits do make the shirt. And I think also in the store we have, you could buy collections. I think you could buy multiple. I have to figure out how they do that. But yeah, it's there. So there's that. The link is pinned at the top. Send it out to your friends. And then that's it. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining me tonight. Take care, stay safe, and y'all know what to do when people hate on us.